Well, hello, sunshine. Happy Halloween. Hopefully, you're seeing this on Halloween. If not, hope you had a good Halloween. Today, I am going to be giving you an energy forecast for what you can expect for the next couple weeks. Right now, starting October 31st, going through mid-November. Want to share a few things with you, some exciting things that are going on. Not sure, some of you may have seen Connie and I, we did a Facebook Live and we shared with you what we're going to do. Our exciting news is we are putting together a course that will launch in January. We are so excited. It is called Manifesting Success and Prosperity Masterclass. So it's going to be a course. There are going to be multiple weeks. We will share more details about that coming soon. So excited. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. If there is something that you've been working toward, some type of goal or whatever it is, this class is going to benefit you. If you have felt like you've been stuck, you can't seem to move forward, you're feeling like there's a block and you're not sure what it is, that you're the perfect person for this course, because that is exactly what we're going to talk about. We're going to walk through step by step about how you manifest, but it's going to be very detailed in that we're going to really get to the root of whatever that block is that is preventing whatever the movement for you to be able to move forward, to achieve that or to attain that. And sometimes it can be something that you weren't expecting. It could be, a very quick thing that will shift the energy. And so stay tuned for more details on that, because we're so excited. We are going to really dive deep into that and be working with you energetically, sharing a lot of experiences and step-by-step tools. We're going to give you some tools, some step-by-step guidance on how you can move through those blocks, things that we have not shared before. So hopefully we will see you. That will be launched in January. We will let you know of the date. We're going to have purchase be available, I believe, in December. So if you know somebody that could use help, it may be you or somebody else, you might even want to purchase that for a gift for them for the holidays. Just keep that in mind. Okay, so again, more details will be coming out soon. I know we're getting into November and we have the holidays here, so if it seems like I'm saying that too soon, it's not too soon. In a couple weeks we have Thanksgiving, so I know it's pretty crazy. This year is going to fly by. Cancel, clear, delete, though, you're going to get everything done you need to get done. So if you're like, oh my gosh, don't worry, just breathe, take a deep breath with me. I'm having to do the same thing. So, because, we're putting together this course and this is going to be different than the other ones that we've done. And anyways, so excited. So I'm going to move on today. I'm going to be pulling cards for you. If you're familiar with the energy forecast video, I'm going to pull some cards to let you know what you can expect for the next couple weeks. So let's just take a look and see what we have going on. Oh, and I did want to mention too, I know for Halloween, if you're not on Facebook, there were two really amazing cards that were pulled. And this goes out through Facebook, and then this goes out through my email list too. So the cards for Halloween were really great, and they're about abundance. So I'm curious to see what the energy is for the next couple of weeks, but I really feel like there are some major shifts that are happening. But I did want to mention that on November 8th, we have a full moon, which happens to be Election Day. So that could be interesting energetically. And what I keep being told to tell you is to take deep breaths. Okay, so there may be some emotions and some things happening in the next, few weeks too, that I feel like the energy overall is good. And again, I'm going to pull the cards and see, but I feel like there also is, some intensity. I'm hearing intensity as well. So just heads up. Be prepared for that. You can maintain your calm and your own energy. You don't have to let the energy outside of you affect you. So the other thing I wanted to mention is to everybody who has been here with me from the beginning with Connie and I, we started on November 1st, is 5 years for our Facebook page. It started out as the Soul Healing Center. And before I got on here, I was looking on the calendar to see the what was coming up for the next couple weeks. And I had that written down. So when we started, it was called the Soul Healing Center. So it was I'm so grateful and I'm so happy to have all of you be a part of our community, and thank you for, being a support. And I just wanted to say thank you, because that was huge when I did that. That was absolutely huge for me to start the Facebook page, and to really, that was like a big step publicly putting myself out there too. So thank you for everybody who has been a part of our Facebook page, and we're just going to continue to grow and grow and grow, and Instagram and through email. So just wanted to say thank you for all that you guys do, and the support that you guys give us as well. It really, really means a lot. So I'm going to try to pull some cards for people also that are on Facebook that comment on the post on the 1st. So I will mention that also on the post, but if you want a card, go ahead and make a comment on the 1st, because I will talk about that too. And you just may get a card pulled for you. Let's see what the energy is for. Okay, I had a couple cards that fell out. Energy for the next couple of weeks. Oh boy. Okay. Whew. Goodness. I know. You don't like to hear when I say that, huh? I don't know if that's good or not. Okay. Just gonna tell you, we have some, looks like relationship issues going on here. I'm seeing a lot of reversal stuff, which is very interesting to me, because I was feeling okay, thank you. What they're saying, before I show you the cards, what I'm hearing is that there is a lot of manifesting going on right now, but you're going to want to make sure that you are directing your energy where you want that manifesting to go. So the cards that flew out were the Two of Swords, which is crossing over your heart chakra. This is being very protective, which that's okay for you to be protective of yourself. But you want to work through the energy of that protection so that you're not blocking prosperity from coming to you, or blocking good things from coming to you. If you are holding too tightly out of fear, it's going to block the good stuff too. So take the time to work through that. But the other card that flew out was the Two of Cups, which is reversed. And interesting, as I am talking about this is so weird. I'm actually smelling cologne. So I'm not sure if this is connected with a significant other well, it does. It's definitely significant other. So there's a relationship as well, but cologne may mean something to you, where either someone wears a lot of cologne, or a loved one that has passed would have worn a lot of cologne. And that would be their way of coming through for you and delivering a message also, or a significant other that's here that you're working through issues with that person right now. So there's definitely, because this Two of Cups is about a relationship. This is a significant other relationship, romantic relationship, and it is reversed. So it flew out reversed. Sorry, guys. I don't feel that it is, okay, thank you. They're saying there's things that need to be worked through. So right now you may be feeling like with a relationship, significant other relationship, there are things that are coming up that you need to work through. You need to communicate, you need to talk through them. And what I'm seeing in the cards is also financially, I'm being shown reversed. So there may be a period of time right now where you are spending money or needing to spend money. And I think this came up last time, but it's showing me reverse still. So you may be feeling like you're putting more out than you're getting back. And the card for Monday, the two cards for Monday, one of them was the Seven of Earth, I believe. And the little boy, he's like sitting on a pumpkin. And it's like he's waiting for his harvest. He's waiting for the seeds to kind of well, they did germinate because he's sitting on a pumpkin, but it's kind of like be patient. It's kind of like a waiting game. You have spent money, you have put money out, you've been doing a lot of work. And this is, again, something we're going to talk about in the course too. If you're feeling like you've been doing that and you're not seeing the results, we're going to cover that. So, but for now, for the next couple weeks, again, you may be feeling you're doing so much, you're giving out. This could be, again, financially, you're putting money out and you just aren't seeing the benefits yet. What I'm hearing is don't give up. It's very important to continue to go forward, to take steps for movement, for progress. This is like, it's important for you to, I just heard to not give up. Interesting. Okay. Don't give up. That's the message. Don't give up. I'm going to go through the cards. We have the 7 of Pentacles, which is reversed, which is like the harvest where you've planted your seeds, and you're waiting for, the return to come back to you, but it's reversed. So that's why you haven't seen it yet. And we have the 4 of Swords, which is reversed. The 4 of Swords represents somebody that's, again, given a lot, exhausted, tired. If you look on the card, she is, she's been struggling. She is like kind of, really stressed, almost like at her breaking point and really feels overwhelmed. So you may be feeling very overwhelmed, or again, and this is kind of like in the past position a little bit, but you may be feeling like you're being pushed to your limits and feeling like you're not being heard, that what you may feel like a broken record. I'm hearing broken record. You keep saying the same thing over and over and nothing seems to change. You may have said that to your significant other or to a significant relationship. It is important for you to stop, not necessarily just stop pushing, but to right now almost like retreat a little bit, because you're not getting anywhere. You're not gonna get anywhere by pushing. You're gonna have to take some time to retreat and kind of like be patient and be more of like the observer, because the next card is the King of Wands, which is reversed. So this is when the King of Wands is usually like action, very outgoing, very like doing, but it's reversed. And so that can represent stubborn. It can represent manipulation. It can represent almost like a feeling of repressed. I keep hearing the word repressed. So that may be what's going on energetically in either your relationship or in life, in a significant area of your life. So what I'm being told, okay, is even though it feels that it is necessary right now, because it's forcing you to kind of look at, what do I need? What is it that I need out of this situation? And how can I shift the energy of it? Because that's what we're always doing. We're always needing to look at what's going on, being an observer, not judging yourself, not judging the situation that you are in, being able to say, okay, what is really happening here? What do I need to see? And how can I take this apart? And how can I have my needs be met? And be coming from a place of compassion and understanding and unconditional love for yourself, and then also for the situation. It doesn't mean that you take bad behavior. So you may need to, set some healthy boundaries here. But now is not the time to be pushing. Now is the time to, take a step back and figure out, okay, what is my goal? What do I want to achieve out of this situation? And what's the best way for me to do that? If you keep continuing to push in this, in the relationship or the situation, you're going to be butting heads. That's what I just keep saying. So it's a lot of that kind of energy. And in the next few weeks, it's like, okay, they just said, let's agree to disagree. Don't be getting into arguments and trying to force your agenda, to force your opinion on somebody else. You need to really look at, okay, why, okay, thank you. Just give me 1 second. I'm just listening. Okay. What I'm hearing is focusing on what is working. And it may be that things are, some things may not be repairable. I'm just being shown some things may not be repairable in a certain area of your life. So you may have to just take the time that you need to, interesting. I'm being shown the War of the Roses card. It's like there is some significant battle energy going on. And you may need, it's like you might, there may be a part of this where you're not going to necessarily win. And okay, thank you. It's not because you're, okay, thank you. They said it's not because you're doing something wrong. It's because there's a part that is needing to get healed within you and within the other person or the situation. And what has worked in the past is not going to continue to work going forward. So you are having to reevaluate or look at what parts of this relationship do work, what parts of the relationship am I grateful for, and being able to kind of take a step back and see how what you have gained, the information, the knowledge, the love, the situation. What have you gained? What has been a positive out of the situation? And give it a little bit of time to, like, I'm being shown within the next couple of weeks, give it a little time for the energy to dissipate, because it's like you want to resolve it, but it may be that the other person isn't ready fully to resolve it, or it may not resolve right now. It may be that you need to set a healthy boundary, that you need to take a break and you need to step away from the relationship. Obviously, if you're married and you're I don't feel like this is a leaving of the relationship, but I feel like this is a setting a healthy boundary, and almost like you taking care of what you need to take care of for yourself for right now, because you're not being heard, and I'm not being shown that you're going to be heard. I'm hearing you're just going to start a fight and you're not going to get anywhere. It's like you're going to go around and around in circles. Let the energy dissipate for right now. Do some things for you, maybe journal, go out with some friends, and but don't get caught up in the drama. Don't get caught up in that manipulation. And also don't be the person that's manipulating. You want to come at a relationship or at an issue that you have in your relationship from an authentic place. And you may want to voice your concerns and say, this is how I'm feeling. This is what's happening. If you're not in a relationship with somebody that will hear you, and that is concerned about your needs, then there's no reason for you to be saying that, because you're wasting your energy. So what you want to do is make sure you're taking care of yourself, which means setting a healthy boundary, taking a step back from the relationship, giving it space until you have had time to process and think things through and figure out what is going to be your next step, the best next step for you. And I'm hearing in some cases that things are going to work themselves out in the relationship and you're going to know what you need to do. And I'm hearing in other situations, it's going to take more time than that. And this has been going on, I just heard, for a while. So it's, again, not necessarily just in a romantic relationship. This could be connected with a significant other that is in a job, somebody in a place of power or a position over you, that this could be connected or related to. The last couple cards I'm going to show you is the Nine of Pentacles, which this is related to financial usually, but it's reversed again. So again, it's like I feel like there's some some feeling that you're not getting the money, you're not getting the rewards, and you just may not see that happening yet. So it may be where you're having to put more money out before you see a benefit. So the overall card, though, that I want to show you is the Magician card, which I love this card because this is about letting you know you have the power within you. I heard earlier, and I said that, don't give up. It's very important for you to keep going. So if you're working on a new endeavor, creating something, trying to figure out, do I want to go into a different job? Trying to figure out, how do I work through my relationship or this issue? You know, is it going to work? Is it not going to work? It's important for you to really find those things that excite you, that are maybe creative for you, and put your energy into that in the meantime until this other energy starts to work itself out and resolve itself, because the pushing energy isn't going to work in this situation. Sometimes it's like, yes, you need to take action and you need to do things, but I'm actually being shown it's more about like self-care and nurturing yourself. This is a time of activity, of getting things done. It's like more detail oriented. I'm seeing, you know, having to take care of like annoying things, annoying details, like clearing things up. I know for me, the last couple of weeks, I've been having to do that. Something that should have been really easy and simple, it's like it turned into this whole big thing where I had to go back to the store like multiple times because of my computer. And it was a nightmare. I'm going to say it was so annoying. And eventually I ended up getting it resolved. But it was like, and literally, it was like I was fighting that energy. This manager at the store, you know, was not helpful, and I was not giving up. And that's what I'm hearing as well, is for you. I sometimes you have to stand your ground and hold your space. And that's what I needed to do in that situation. Me backing down and saying, oh, okay, I'm just going to let it go, was not what was required. And so it may be for you that you need to do that as well, that you may need to actually be saying, oh no, okay, this has happened too many times. This is not repeating. And actually, it's what I'm hearing. That's part of the message today too. I am not letting you do this. I'm not being taken advantage of, because that was the situation for me. They were trying to, they had actually broken a piece off when I had taken my computer in to get fixed. There was a piece on the back of it that had broken. And when I came home, I opened it up and the piece broke and I had to take it back. And they were like saying, well, it's an old computer. And they were giving me all these things that, and I was like, no, it's 3 years old. It's from 2019. I just bought it a couple years ago. Anyway, doesn't matter. My point is that the manager, I was not backing down because I knew that I was in the right. I knew that what they were trying to do was not okay. And they had given me a gift card that they had said I could use in the store. And I was like, no, I'm not using a gift card in the store when I just spent this much money on a new computer. Put that money towards the gift card. So, I mean, use the gift card towards my computer, what I owe on the computer. And he was giving me a hard time about it, you know? So eventually, finally, he said yes, that he would do that. And they did actually fix it for me. But I had to fight literally with the guy. And I did it in a very constructive and fair way. I was not being rude or disrespectful, but I was not backing down. Because remember, I don't know if you guys remember, was like a couple months ago, about my car when I went in there, and that time I backed down and the guy was really rude to me, and I backed down and I didn't say anything because there was somebody that I knew who had referred me there, and I didn't want it to be an issue, and I didn't want her to get in trouble. And I didn't want there to be consequences for her. And that really bothered me because I didn't own my truth and I didn't speak up for myself. And I think I had shared that I woke up in the middle of the night and I was like yelling at the guy, and I'm like, you son of a, and so I was so mad, and like 3 or 4 in the morning. And I had to really work through that because that bothered me so much, of me not standing up for myself. And it triggered me from when I was younger, when I was a child and I didn't have the ability to stand up for myself. And now I do. And so, it's recognizing when you get triggered. And again, the whole computer thing, it triggered me, but I stopped the cycle. And that's what they're showing me. So me standing up and me saying to the manager, and me honoring my truth and saying, you know what, I'm not taking less than that. This was not my fault. I did not cause my computer to break. And I want you to make it better. And I want you to, in a fair way, I want you to fix it. And, and it took a while. I had to go back multiple times and I had to send emails, and he was not happy with me, but I was not backing down. And so that's what I'm seeing with the cards here. You may have to really hold your boundary and your space about what you're okay with and what you're not okay with. And this is something that I'm hearing needs to be set because this is a crossroads for you. Do you want this situation to continue to repeat? I know I didn't. I was like done with that. Absolutely done. I'm not taking that anymore. I'm like, no, this was wrong. And you're fixing it. He did. And then also I meant to tell you guys too, with my patio, something very similar like that happened. And you can see, why does this keep happening? Why did that keep happening to me? Because I didn't do what I needed to do for myself and stand up for myself. That's why it kept repeating in my experience. The patio, same thing. He had called me and he was like, this is the price you owe. And I'm like, no, it's not. That's not what I talked about with so-and-so. And he was like, well, no, you did. And this is blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, that is not what I talked about. I may look real sweet, okay, but I'm going to stand up for myself and not back down when I know it's wrong. When you're telling me something's wrong, not going to happen. So, and I did, and I ended up, he ended up calling me back and he apologized and he said, you know what, you're right. I talked with the owner and he said he had that conversation with you and I wasn't aware of it and I'm sorry. That's all we want, right? Just for somebody to acknowledge that and to say, yes, thank you. That is what I needed. I needed an apology and we're good. So again, that's the energy, but that's why this is happening. It's coming up to help you to be able to recognize where's your boundary, what do you want? And do you want this situation to continue to repeat? Or are you going to set a healthy boundary and say, no, this is where I'm at. This is what I want out of this relationship. And if you're not able to give me that, then we're going to have to figure something else out. So, where's your line? I just keep hearing to tell you, where's your line? That's the important message of the cards. So wasn't expecting that. That's pretty intense. Okay. But real quick, don't forget, you are the magician. Okay. You have the ability to manifest what you want in your life. Now that I have done that and changed the energy for myself, I'm probably not going to see that same energy repeating. If it does, I'm going to know that there's something that I need to really work on still within me. And it may be that I need to say something more in the moment and being more aware of what's actually happening. And like, for instance, with the patio, I didn't get that in writing. When the manager told me this is what it's going to be, I should have followed up and made sure that it was in writing and I didn't. So then it came back later on. And then it was an issue. With the computer, I did follow all the steps, but it was still about me saying what I needed and not backing down and not letting someone really take advantage of me being kind and nice and saying, you know what, ma'am, these things happen, being condescending. These things happen. This is an older computer. And I was like, no, stop saying it's an old computer because it was fine at my house. And when I brought it to you and brought it back home, it broke. Okay. So, and it wasn't broke and I didn't do it. So that's what your guides and my guides are bringing forward for you. is standing up for yourself. And when there is a situation that is required for you to do that, you need to do that. Don't back down. And it may be right now. There may be a situation where you're not supposed to back down from. It doesn't mean that you're going to be combative and fighting, but you may have to really be like, nope, here's my line, here's my boundary, and you're not crossing it. I'm not letting you cross my boundary anymore. Maybe you've been given and given and given, and you're like, I've had enough. This is where I'm at. Really hearing that. Wow, pretty intense today. Okay, so I'm going to pull another card because I know this has been a longer video with those cards, so I don't want to take up too much more time. This is from my new deck, the Sword of Light Oracle deck. I don't know if this is a new deck that just came out, but I really like it. So I want to see what card they bring forward. It's Archangel Michael's Sword of Light Oracle deck by Radley Valentine. And I don't believe that this one is in an app yet. Oh, I love it. This is cool. Okay. It says, you're ready for more. Aw, that's a beautiful card. You're ready for more. Your career is growing and blossoming. Now is the time to make the changes you have been contemplating. So overall, this is, there may be a situation in your life with your career where you're like wanting a change or you're working on doing something different. It doesn't even necessarily have to be career. It could just be something that excites you, something where you're inspired and you're putting your energy into it. That is what this represents. Okay. So it's like you are ready for more. There is more for you. And don't give up. Okay, that's the message for today. Don't give up. All right. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you again in a couple of weeks with another energy forecast video. And have a great Halloween, and breathe, especially with the full moon coming up on the 8th. Okay, so make sure you take deep breaths. And I think that they just brought forward meditation. I'm hearing meditations. I know that I'm going to be channeling all new meditations for this program. But you may feel drawn to, or may feel like you want to, or need to do some meditations. I know I have one of them. There's a couple actually, I think on my website at Laura, www.laura-ashley-abraham.com. I have a couple in there on my website. So if you need some extra help or extra support, you can go on there. And then also on the Michigan Medium Angels YouTube channel, I think I have a couple meditations on there as well. But I'm going to try to get some more out there for you guys because I'm really feeling from my guides that they want me to do that. So in the meantime, you can check that out. All right. Have a great rest of your day. Mwah. Sending you lots of love. And please let me know how this energy forecast video has helped you. I'm always here for readings, for coaching. If you need some extra support, discounted coaching packages. So hope to hear from you soon. Take care. Sending lots of love.